Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered about the mysteries of the universe? From the earliest times, humans have been fascinated by the stars and the vast expanse of space. One of the most intriguing questions that has puzzled astronomers for centuries is what our own galaxy, the Milky Way, looks like and how it is structured. But, how did we finally unravel the secrets of our own galaxy? Let's dive into the fascinating story of how we went from a place of mystery to clarity about the appearance and structure of the Milky Way. Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the first to see our latest videos. For centuries, astronomers have been puzzled by the structure of our own galaxy, the Milky Way. From early attempts to observe the stars with telescopes to advanced technologies like radio telescopes and supercomputers, our understanding of the Milky Way has undergone a remarkable transformation. Let's take a journey through history and discover how we went from a state of confusion to a state of clarity about the Milky Way's appearance and structure. The story of the Milky Way's discovery begins in ancient times, when people looked up at the sky and saw a band of stars stretching across the heavens. This band of stars was named the Milky Way. As astronomy evolved and telescopes were invented, astronomers began to study the stars in greater detail. In the 18th and 19th centuries, astronomers like William Herschel and William Parsons used telescopes to map the stars in the Milky Way and hypothesized about its shape and structure. Despite these early efforts, it wasn't until the early 20th century that astronomers began to make significant breakthroughs in understanding the Milky Way's structure. In 1917, Harlow Shapley used observations of globular clusters to determine that the Sun was not at the center of the Milky Way, but rather, the galaxy had a bulge at its center. Shapley's work was an important step forward, but it wasn't until the 1920s that astronomers made a truly revolutionary discovery. In 1924, Edwin Hubble, using the 100-inch telescope at Mount Wilson Observatory in California, observed a Cepheid variable star in the Andromeda galaxy. By measuring the star's period of pulsation and brightness, Hubble was able to calculate its distance from Earth, and he found that it was much farther away than anyone had previously thought. In fact, it was so far away that it could not be part of the Milky Way, as had been previously assumed. This discovery changed everything. Hubble's observations of other galaxies showed that the universe was much larger than previously thought and that the Milky Way was just one of many galaxies in the universe. This realization had profound implications for our understanding of the Milky Way's structure. In the decades that followed, astronomers used increasingly advanced technology to study the Milky Way's structure. Radio telescopes allowed them to observe the galaxy in new ways, and supercomputers allowed them to simulate its evolution over time. One of the most important breakthroughs in the study of the Milky Way's structure came in the 1950s and 60s, with the development of radio astronomy. In 1951, astronomers Harold Ewan and Edward Purcell used a radio telescope to detect the emission of radiation from hydrogen atoms in the Milky Way. This allowed them to map the distribution of hydrogen gas in the galaxy and create the first detailed map of the Milky Way's spiral arms. Other astronomers soon built on this work, using radio telescopes to study the Milky Way's structure in even greater detail. In the 1970s and 80s, astronomers Vera Rubin and Kent Ford made a groundbreaking discovery while studying the rotation of stars in the Milky Way. They found that the stars in the outer regions of the galaxy were moving too quickly to be held in orbit by the visible matter in the galaxy, suggesting the presence of dark matter, a substance that does not interact with light and is invisible to telescopes. As our technology and understanding of the universe continued to improve, so did our understanding of the Milky Way. In the 1990s, the European Space Agency launched the Hipparcos satellite, which measured the distances to over 1 million stars in the Milky Way, allowing astronomers to create a 3D map of the galaxy for the first time. In the 21st century, astronomers continue to study the Milky Way and make new discoveries. In 2013, the European Space Agency launched the Gaia mission, which is creating a detailed map of the positions and motions of stars in the Milky Way, allowing astronomers to study the galaxy's structure and evolution in unprecedented detail. Today, we know that the Milky Way is a barred spiral galaxy, with a central bar-shaped region surrounded by spiral arms that contain stars, gas, and dust. The galaxy is estimated to be around 100,000 light-years in diameter and contain hundreds of billions of stars, as well as other celestial objects like planets, black holes, and neutron stars. The story of the discovery of the Milky Way's appearance and structure is a testament to human curiosity and the power of scientific inquiry. From early observations with telescopes to the latest technological advances, astronomers have worked tirelessly to unravel the secrets of our own galaxy. While there is still much to learn about the Milky Way and the universe beyond, today, we have a detailed understanding of the structure of our galaxy, and we continue to make new discoveries that deepen our understanding of the universe we live in. That's it, we've reached the end of the video. If you made it this far, you're one of the best people out there. Before you go, make sure to give us a like to let us know you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions that pop into your head in the middle of the night, feel free to leave them in the comments below so we can answer them for you.